In grade school, miraculously, I was A student. Straight A's, to be humble. But then when I went to high school and chemistry and physics appeared in front of me, I was not able to have straight A's. No matter how much mother prayed and cried, and how much my father threatened, no matter how much I tried to comprehend all these digits and chemical equations, it's just beyond me. I think I might be allergic to digits. Even Bible chapters and verses don't stay with me very well. So by the time I was a senior in high school, my grades would be AAAC, AAC, AC, which made my parents quite unhappy initially, but eventually they have come to accept that their son is not a genius as they were hoping me to be, and that numbers and digits are simply not his thing. And they still loved me and spoiled the heck out of me. But I'm sharing you with this humbling experience because as parents, we all have perfect perceptions of our children. A few days ago, I was in a hospital with a mother whose child was just born that day. And I could see on her face that she was deeply convinced that this daughter of her could be the first female president. She could achieve whatever she wants. I think it's a fault of every mother and father that my child is perfect. At least when she or he is born, this child is perfect. And it takes some time for us as parents to accept their imperfections and perhaps even lower our standards and expectations of them. Maybe they won't be straight A students. Maybe they even won't be straight B students. Maybe they will even fail a class or two. But as a mother, as a father, you know that your love is not conditioned on how well behaved your child is, or how perfect her or his grades are. Your love is, period. There is no unless, until, or only if. As a parent, you love your child, full stop. And I wish we were able to apply the same rule when we talk about God loving us. Because so many times we believe we have to achieve some minimum standard to be loved by God. That unless I fulfill these A, B, C requirements, God will not be able to love me as I am. That because I am not perfect, because I have failed in this or other area of my life, there is no way God can love me with all my imperfections. I'm certain this is what Peter thought of Jesus not being able to love him. Just a few days after, 3 times he denied he even knows Jesus. This very cocky disciple of Jesus, who was always first to take credit, when a push comes to shove, he says, I don't know that guy. I have no clue who are you talking about. Think of the guilt that he had to carry on his shoulders when 3 days later, here he is, with the wounds that were so visible for Peter to see. I can only imagine how guilty, how ashamed Peter had to feel. And so there is this cleansing dialogue on the shore of the lake. They are barbecuing fish, bread, and Jesus says, Peter, we've got to talk. I guess this is where the English expression come to Jesus moment comes from. The original come to Jesus moment. Jesus says, Peter, we've got to talk, brother. I know what you did on Good Friday. We have to clear some air in front of us. So it's a strange conversation that in English makes little sense. Do you love me? You know I do. Do you love me? You know I do. Do you love me? Hell yes, I do love you. You see, in Greek, it's not as monotonous as it is in English. As you may know, there are 3 different words for love in Greek. Eros, the sensual love, lovers love, philia, human love, attachment, being in love with someone, hence Philadelphia in English. And of course, agape, the perfect kind of love, the love that is going the extra mile, the love that will sacrifice for the sake of the beloved one. In English, it's all love, 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 right? In Greek, John, the author of the Gospel, is playing with these 3 Greek words for love. In the first question, Jesus is asking Peter, Peter, agapas me, the highest kind of love? Peter, do you love me perfectly? And Peter answers, yeah, I filio se. You see, different kind of love. Peter says, I do love you, but not that much. I really try to love you, but I am not there where you want me to be. Okay. Jesus, I guess, is pretending he didn't hear it. So he says, Peter, agapas me. Are you ready to love me to the end? With the love that I love you, the perfect love that there is. But Peter is mindful of what a weak human he is. Peter understands that another week, another month, another year, he may turn out to be a coward again. So he is not going there. He is not biting this. He says, Jesus, I filios, I do love you, but the way I can, not the way you would like me to love you. And the third time around, guess who gives way? Jesus finally gives up and says, okay, Peter, do you at least filios me? If you can't love me that way, at least love me the way you can, Peter. And now Peter says, heck yeah, I can do that. I will do my best. I won't be perfect, but I will do my darnest to love you as much as I can. It's not unlike my mom saying, I would love you to have straight A's all throughout high school. But you know what? I see how much you suffer with algebra and chemistry. So what the heck? I guess those 2 or 3 C's will be fine with me. And which one of us is not like Peter? Which one of us can say, oh yeah, I love God the perfect way, 100%? If you can, you should be canonized. If you have been a perfect Christian all your life, if you have been a perfect wife and husband, if you have been a perfect parent, a perfect child, then you can answer, yes, God, I agapa you. But if you are human like me, you know that not every day you will get straight A's on your morality test. If you are human like most of us, you will have to humbly acknowledge that I tried my darnest, but sometimes I have messed up really, really bad. And God will look at you and say, okay, have you tried? Yes, I tried, but I failed badly. Okay, at least do you filio me? Do you at least keep trying your best? And I hope we can say, yes, I do keep trying. I know I will fail again, but I do keep trying to be a good priest. I do keep trying to be a good friend, to be a good husband. I do keep trying to be a good mother. I do keep trying to be a good neighbor. I do keep trying to be a good Christian. Am I perfect? Heck no. But I keep trying. For some people, it's not enough. For God, it is. Amen.